are busy with an energy transition, but here in Europe, it's much worse. It's a kind of climate communism. Our industry is not competitive anymore. People are suffering from high energy prices because they want to do the energy transition only with renewables. Let's say solar and wind. That's the most important thing. But it's just not possible to do that. It's physics, it's mathematics. If you look at the numbers, then you cannot do it. I'm not against phasing out a part of the fossil fuels, but then we have to replace that with nuclear energy. The advantage of nuclear energy, it's really affordable, it's steady, it's really reliable energy sources, and but it's also very clean. And that's why it's important that if we want to do this energy transition, that we install, let's say, reliable energy sources. The left, and I mean the real left, I call that climate communism. That's what they want: degrowth. And nuclear energy is a real solution. And if you want prosperity, you need more energy. We see the energy demand is growing because the population is growing, and the fossil energy is very steady on 80-85%. And because of the energy demand is growing, the renewables are only on top of this energy demand. But it's not solving a problem. If we want to do the electrification, then the nuclear energy is really amazing. And so what we see is that the left governments in the member states are very against it, but we have fortunately also very realistic governments, and they embrace nuclear energy, and that is the fight here, what's going on in Brussels. During COVID, a lot of the fundamental rights of the people were taken away, and also the freedom was taken away of the people. We had the lockdowns, we had the mandates with the mask, and also the mandate with the vaccine. But we see the same with climate. There is no choice anymore. Everyone has to drive an electric car. We banned the combustion engine by 2035. These electric vehicles are not that clean if you look at the complete cycle of life, from raw materials till the waste that they produce. The batteries are really a problem in the future. So it's not clear that it's helping our environment, but the choice is taken away of the people. The freedom is taken away because an electric car is much more expensive. If you don't have a car, it's not about a car, it's about taking away the freedom to go wherever you want. Climate change and COVID were both based on fear. They depressing our young children because of fear, and then these young children and also adults, they embrace all these crazy solutions, which is not it's not making people's lives better. It's very complicated for people. We have almost the same problem as the United States with mass immigration, illegal immigration, people coming to Europe with such big numbers that the member states, we cannot handle this anymore. We have much bigger problems than climate change. And if climate change is a problem, then nuclear is the solution. But they don't want that. They want renewables, and you cannot solve the problem with renewables. So it's.
Wow, you mentioned the industrialization of the European countries, and you mentioned the climate communism, which you said. And I understand that such economic sectors of the economy as energy, transportation, industry, agriculture, and building are the most targeted by the various climate regulations.
Well, the attack on the farmers, of course. It started in the Netherlands. We are the second largest food producer in the world. But now we see that they are also attacking all the farmers in the other parts of Europe. So we have big farmer protests because Food is a matter of national security. We should not be dependent on other parts of the world to have food on our plates every day. The Greens, it's beautiful. It's marketing. They call themselves the Greens, but they are the communists. They are the former communists.
Do you see any preparations or precursors for future climate lockdowns?
Yeah, they are. There are preparations. 2-3 weeks ago, the digital identity was adopted here in the parliament, and they are now very busy with the central bank digital currency. If you put those two together, you can control people's lives, and also to create the CO2, the carbon budget.
Mm-hmm.
And you can control people with this carbon budget. So the preparation is really going on. We are almost there, and this is what I call Chinification. This is also what they do in China. And you have a carbon budget when you want to buy a piece of meat, but your wallet says, "Oh, Mr. Rose, you were on an airplane last week. This month there is no meat possible for you anymore." This is the near future. This is what's going to happen if we let this climate communist get go along.